Assalamu alaikum. Welcome. आप लोगों को खुश आमदेद. Thank you for joining us. We are live and आप लोग chat में मुझे कुछ मैसेज करें, सलाम का जवाब दें ताकि मुझे मालूम हो कि आप मौजूद हैं यहाँ हमारे साथ. ठीक है. Again, thank you. In a few seconds, we're going to invite our guests and get started on the agenda items, inshallah. If you have any questions on the mock interview competition, अगर आपके कुछ सवाल हों तो आप please feel free to type it in यहाँ पे chat के अंदर और हमें आपके सवालात मिल जाएंगे और फिर हम start करते हैं इंशाल्लाह sessions. ठीक है? Thank you. Our mentors who are with us, हमारे जो mentors हैं, inshallah, I am going to be sending you a link for present inshallah. तो आप उस link से join कीजिएगा. तो आप अपना please WhatsApp group के अंदर inspirational mentors का जो है link, उसमें से आप दोबारा join करें, restream का जो link है. ठीक है? तो मैंने आपको वो भेज दिया है. So please join through the link that I've sent you. Thank you so much. Yes, Omar Bhai, we could see your message. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I have sent a message to the WhatsApp group, so you can join us on this WhatsApp message. Again, हम ये try out कर रहे हैं. आप लोगों को इस तरीके से थोड़ा सा इल्म भी होगा इस बारे में कि हम किस तरीके से conduct करेंगे mock interview का तो ये session है ताकि हमें practice भी हो जाए, आपको भी और फिर students को भी मालूम हो जाए कि किस तरीके हम इसको लेकर आगे बढ़ेंगे इंशाल्लाह. So I believe Dr. Asma is with us. Okay, Dr. Mumtaz is with us, yes. I'm going to put you on camera. Okay. Omar Avan Sahab hai hamare saath. Thank you for joining us. तो आपको मेरी आवाज सही आ रही है? To our mentors, जबरदस्त. आपको चाहिए क्या ताकि मुझे भी मालूम हो कि
Yes, Faraz sir, can you hear me?
आवाज यहाँ पे connection से ही चल रहा है.
Yes, your sound is like perfectly coming through.
Yes.
Perfect. So thank you, Omar Bhai. We could also hear you, sir. और we have Dr. Asma as well with us. ठीक है, तो what we will do, जो बाकी जो हमारे mentors हैं, so this is my request, and Umar bhai, if you could just message them. So we're going to have about 3 to 4 mentors at a time. ठीक है, और I believe Adil Khan is also joining us at a time, and then we'll have your इंफॉर्मेशन इंशाल्लाह हम शेयर करेंगे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ कि हमारे मेंटर हैं जो शेयर कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, और फिर उसके बाद आपको इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगी कि जजेस, ये जो मेंटर्स हैं हमारे जजेस भी होंगे मॉक इंटरव्यू के, तो ये आपको लीड करेंगे। तो इसके बारे में जो इंफॉर्मेशन है आपको मिलती जाएगी और आपको मालूम होगा कि कौन कौन सी फील्ड से जो है जजेस आपके रिव्यू करेंगे मॉक इंटरव्यूज को, आपके साथ पैनल्स में बैठेंगे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ और फिर स्टूडेंट्स को गाइड करेंगे, ठीक है। तो हमारे साथ हैं अभी, देखिए आप, डॉक्टर मुमताज, आपके प्रोफेसर, वी हैव मिस्टर उमर अवान साहब from New Jersey, Princeton area. We also have from Princeton area Adil Khan Sahab, and we also have Sayyid Farrukh Raza, inshallah. We'll bring Farrukh in, inshallah, in a second. Okay, so let's see. Did we lose Dr. Asma? That's okay. चलो फिर उसके बाद हम और दूसरों को भी लेकर आएंगे, हमारे mentors हैं, ठीक है। So let me try. I think Dr. Asma rejoined again. So this is a practice session basically for us to be able to work out the technology issues and also be able to present to you how. So you as a student, जो आप आएंगे, फिर आप जो होंगे वो होंगे जहाँ मैं बैठा हूँ कुर्सी पर, ठीक है। इस तरीके से आप आगे होंगे और फिर हम आपसे कुछ 2-4 सवालात पूछेंगे और इस तरीके से हम मॉक इंटरव्यू की कुछ प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, ठीक है। तो ये हमारा आइडिया था। नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू आस्क फर्स्ट डॉक्टर मुमताज टू से अ फ्यू वर्ड्स और फिर उसके बाद हम अपने मेंटर्स के साथ चलते हैं, ठीक है। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, Faraz bhai. I would like to thank for your effort. आपने माशाल्लाह बड़ा एफर्ट किया इन तमाम चीज़ों में और पूरी एलईडी की तरफ से मैं आपको बड़ा शुक्रगुजार हूँ आपका फॉर दिस वर्क।
डॉक्टर मुमताज, थोड़ी सी माइक आपका।
Yes. Can you hear me now clearly? Voice? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
now better.
Okay, so I'm very thankful to all mentors and especially Faraz bhai. You did a very great job. एंड हमारे जितने भी मेंटर्स हैं वो इंशाल्लाह इसमें मज़ीद ऐड होते चले जाएंगे आज के बाद, और इंशाल्लाह ये हमारे जजेस भी होंगे। और मैं आपको ये बता दूं कि इस वक्त हम तकरीबन 168 स्टूडेंट रजिस्टर्ड कर चुके हैं और मज़ीद हो रहे हैं और इंशाल्लाह सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोसेस भी चल रहा है और स्टूडेंट्स अब तेज़ी से इंशाल्लाह मंडे से आप देखेंगे कि तेज़ी से अपनी सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोसेस को कंप्लीट करना शुरू करेंगे और इंशाल्लाह 31 जनवरी जो कि डेडलाइन है, मैं समझता हूँ कि अच्छे खासे स्टूडेंट्स उसमें अपने सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोसेस कंप्लीट कर लेंगे। तो ये एक बड़ा अच्छा जेस्चर जा रहा है हमारा यूएसए और पाकिस्तान मेंटर्स की तरफ से हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को। तो स्टूडेंट्स बड़े मोटिवेटेड हैं और इंशाल्लाह ये एक बड़ा एक यूनिक वर्क है जो होने जा रहा है और स्टूडेंट्स एक्साइटेड हैं इसमें और मुख्तलिफ क्वेश्चंस कर रहे हैं। और हमने बाकायदा फराज भाई ने बड़ा अच्छा काम किया था कि उसमें एक एक्सप्लेनेशन वीडियो जो है वो बना दी थी हमने और स्टूडेंट्स को सेंड कर दी थी। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि अब स्टूडेंट्स इस चीज़ से तो फैमिलियर हैं कि व्हाट इज़ गोइंग ऑन। सो ये एक बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ थी कि हम एक लर्निंग एक्सप्लेनेशन वीडियो बनाकर स्टूडेंट्स को भेज दें। तो इंशाल्लाह मैंने अब एक काम ये किया है कि ऑलरेडी वी हैव अ व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप ऑल्सो ऑफ ऑल द रजिस्टर्ड स्टूडेंट। तो कोई भी जो इंफॉर्मेशन है वो मिस नहीं होगी इंशाल्लाह। तो वो तमाम स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं वो इन तमाम चीज़ों से नो हाउ उनकी होगी कि भाई हम जो है वो किस डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं। और इंशाल्लाह इसमें अब ये होगा कि 31 के बाद देखते हैं कि फिर मज़ीद क्या प्रोसेस होता है। थैंक यू वेरी मच फराज भाई।
सही। डॉक्टर मुमताज, जस्ट कैन यू वांट टू ब्रीफली मेंशन अबाउट नेक्स्ट स्टेप जो है हमारा, जो सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोसेस है, जिन स्टूडेंट्स ने रजिस्टर कर लिया है अब उनको वो स्टेप भी लेना है, आप थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में बता देंगे ताकि हम टॉप 10 स्टूडेंट्स की ग्रेडिंग शुरू कर दें।
तो इसमें हमारा सिलसिला यही है कि जो भी हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो अपने सर्टिफिकेट जो प्रोसेस है उसको कंप्लीट करेंगे, जिसमें हमने उनसे सीवी राइटिंग और कवर लेटर राइटिंग, और इसके अलावा लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल, जिस तरह की वीडियोस कहा था कि भी वो देखें और अपने सीवी और अपनी जो प्रोफाइल्स हैं वो हमें सेंड करें। तो वो चीज़ें जब हमारे पास आएंगी तो इंशाल्लाह हम वो शेयर करेंगे मेंटर्स के साथ। तो मेंटर्स क्या करेंगे, उनको एसेस करेंगे, और एसेस करने के बाद उसमें से जो टॉप 10 होंगे, वो टॉप 10 इंशाल्लाह वो फिर हमारे इंटरव्यू सेशंस में जाएंगे, और फिर हमारे बैक टू बैक इंटरव्यूज होना शुरू होंगे, और उन 10 स्टूडेंट्स में से हम टॉप 3 स्टूडेंट्स लेंगे जो हमारे विनर्स होंगे, और उन विनर्स में से फिर हम इंशाल्लाह, हमारा प्लान यही है कि प्राइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन वगैरह भी हम उसमें करें। तो इसमें ये होगा कि एक बहुत अच्छी जो है स्टूडेंट्स की ट्रेनिंग हो जाएगी, क्योंकि ये जो सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोसेस रखने की वजह यही है कि स्टूडेंट्स अपने सीवी बनाना सीख जाएं, अपने कवर लेटर्स लिखना सीख जाएं, अपने जो है कहना चाहिए कि लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल्स कनेक्शन सीख जाएं, तो ये एक मेचोरिटी स्टूडेंट्स में आ जाए। So that's why we have this step, and then after that we will go for filtration top 10 students, and then top 10 students जब हमारे पास announce हो जाएंगे, तो then we start the actual process of assessment of interview। तो फिर क्या होगा कि ये जो जजेस हमारे पास होंगे एज अ मेंटर्स, ये उनके टॉप 10 स्टूडेंट्स के इंटरव्यूज लेंगे, और इंटरव्यूज लेने के बाद फिर हम उनमें से सिलेक्ट करेंगे टॉप 3, और फिर टॉप 3 जब अनाउंस हो जाएंगे तो फिर हम वो एक प्राइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इंशाल्लाह उनको एक मिलेगा। तो एक तरह से उनका थोड़ा सा अप्रिसिएशन भी हो जाएगी, सर्टिफिकेट्स भी देंगे हम। तो ये प्लान हमारा ये है कि लेटर ऑफ अप्रिसिएशन भी दें स्टूडेंट्स को जो हमारे टॉप 10 निकल के आएंगे, क्योंकि आप देखें ना कि ओवरऑल द ऑलमोस्ट 200 स्टूडेंट्स दे क्वालिफाई फ्रॉम द 200। अभी तो मेरी यूं समझें कि वी हैव expected 200, maybe more than 200 students already registered up till 31st up to 31st January। तो let's see, तो hundreds of students में से जाएंगे तो वेरी वेरी मतलब गुड स्टूडेंट्स।
चलें, ठीक है। थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर मुमताज़ फॉर द इंफॉर्मेशन। अब हम मेंटर्स की तरफ चलते हैं। हमारी डॉक्टर मुमताज़, थैंक यू सो मच। हमारे जो भी पाकिस्तान में एनईडी यूनिवर्सिटी के काम जो थ्रू हो रहा है, definitely Dr. Mr. Abbas Sajid, who will be joining soon, and Dr. Mumtaz and Dr. Asma also be a huge part of this program. So do want to recognize them as administrators and also our mentors, inshallah. So let's go to Mr. Omar Awan Sahab, inshallah, and he is in US, and he will give you a little bit more information about his background, inshallah, and we'll go from there. Okay? Thank you. 5 minutes, Omar Sahab, inshallah.
Sure. Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम उमर अवान है, and I am graduated from Hamdard University back in 2001. Since then, mainly my field of you can say preference is information technology, more specifically ERPs, Enterprise Resource Planners solutions, and I'm working as a solution architect currently. Be involved with a couple of big names in my past experiences, like Microsoft. I worked for them as their leader. Also worked with the Rolex watches, which is a big name. Currently, I'm working with Away Tech Luggage Firm. It's like a small, you can say, boutique-based company who is working on creating luggage and bags. So I'm like their solution architect for managing everything related to technical side and functional side of those solutions. I don't know, like if you ever heard of this field, but this is like a sort of a combination between IT and business type of thing. But within that, we have two sort of like fields in it. One is more on functional side where you understand business better. Mostly MBA graduates, you can say ACCA type of people, finance people. They come from the on the functional side of it, and the technical side is more on the programming. Each, you can say, like maybe you guys have heard of SAP, which is a big name, Oracle Financials type of thing. These are all ERPs. Again, I'm working from Microsoft side, so it's Microsoft Dynamics 365. That's like the field of you can say product I'm working on, and within it, like there's a big ecosystem where as like engineers, you guys can come on the technical side to make or customize or enhance the product by itself, or you can like make a in between thing. If you have good understanding on the business side, you can become a functional technical architect. So my experience is sort of a mix with 25 years of experience behind the scene. So I'm working as an architect right now since like last 6-7 years or so.
ठीक है.
Being a senior manager, like one of the major thing is to interview new resources under my team as well. जी फराज भाई.
Thank you, उमर भाई. और बस ये बता दीजिएगा कि कौन से मेजर जो है वो आपके कर ग्रेजुएशन के इसमें आपका.
Yeah, since because I'm a IT graduate, so anyone who is from IT side, programming, you can say AI, data analytics, I can like help all those graduates
ठीक है.
from my perspective.
ठीक है. और आप ग्रेड्स अच्छे देते हैं, आसान देते हैं या बड़े सख्त खतरनाक किस्म के देते हैं?
Numbers
As a
अच्छे
judge.
देता हूँ, but the process will be tough.
मैंने कहा स्टूडेंट वार्निंग मिल रहा है. चलें, थैंक यू सो मच. हमारे जज हैं इंशाल्लाह मिस्टर उमर वान साहब. आगे चलते हैं. लेट्स हैव मिस्टर अदील खान इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes, walaikum salam. We're good, Adil. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So just a quick introduction. I'll make it very quick. My name is Adil Khan. Very excited to be here, part of this program. I'm based out of New Jersey. My background, I have a background in computer science and information systems. My bachelor's is from Stony Brook University in New York. It was on information systems and computer science. And then I went on and I did my master's at Hofstra University, also in New York, in business computer information systems, which is like a blend of business as well as the technology side. So from a work perspective, I have about 25 years of experience in the software field, working for some large financial services companies. I've worked currently for JP Morgan, but in the past I've worked for Morgan Stanley, Reuters. Those are the other companies that I have spent time at. I currently manage a number of teams around the world. They focus on building communication platforms for the advisors and various other employees at the bank. And most of the work, if you'd see, is my teams were writing software, but my job is mostly around architecture, design, making sure the teams are working together. They're working very well together. And I also focus on mentoring and coaching at my current firm. So I mentor and coach a number of junior engineers at the firm as well. For us, that's it from an introduction from me.
Thank you so much, Adil. Thank you for joining us. So let me ask on behalf of the students, if students have any questions, please feel free to put your questions in the chat. जैसे हम इंटरव्यू करेंगे स्टूडेंट्स को, हम जजेस को भी इंटरव्यू कर सकते हैं, तो मैंने कहा आपसे पूछूं, what are some of the maybe perhaps programming languages or platforms that you would say are like hot in your industry right now? Brief level intro.
Yeah, I think the few things that I would urge students to be kind of aware of is nowadays being full stack as an engineer is kind of important. So knowing the UI, the user interface side, which is things like React and Angular. Also from a back-end perspective, being proficient in one kind of area like Java is really helpful. And from a database perspective, knowing both your traditional databases as well as NoSQL type of databases like Mongo and others are really helpful. So all of those things, I think I would urge the kind of students to think top to bottom. But now with the kind of AI really emerging, I think it would be really important for students to have a cursory understanding of AI and how it can fit into things as well.
Thankful. So thank you again. Let's go to we're very grateful for our men, have time for us here. Let's go to Syed Farrukh Raza, who's joining us also. So,
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Syed Farrukh Raza. I'm a graduate of mechanical engineering NAD batch 2000. I graduated in 2005. I am currently in Australia. Recently moved here. And this is one of the main reasons of joining this session, that I want to share my journey with all the future leaders who are now under the development of getting into professional field. Whatever I have learned over the years through my professional associations with the leading organizations. I started as a project engineer with a consulting firm in Pakistan, one of the leading MEP consulting firms, S. Mehboob and Company. I worked with like over around 5 years with them. Then I joined a South Korean leading giant of manufacturing air conditioning and B2B products manufacturer, LG Electronics. I was associated with them like over 12 years. I was the country head for LG Pakistan, along with the UAE market as well. I was taking care of some B2B business, especially for Pakistan market. Uh, then later on, I moved to, like, I switch over my journey from project sales to the project management. I joined Emar and its main contractor ACL as a senior general manager and MEP project head. So my last association was there as taking care of all MEP projects, managing different portfolios of Emar residential properties. By the time I got my PR as a permanent resident of Australia, I moved here with my family, and now here I'm trying to uh, settle myself. So I'm still like under kind of job search here, but yeah, having overall more than 18 years of experience with various organizations, I can transfer whatever I have learned over the years. I can transfer all the skills, and I know what are the challenges a newly graduate can see. So I know how to move forward, and I can guide them accordingly so that it would be a better platform which you are managing. And I hope that it will continue.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Farooq. Can you tell us which, maybe I missed it, आपकी graduation पे मतलब degree
Yeah,
कौन सी थी NED
I'm a
से?
mechanical. Yeah, I am a mechanical engineer. I mostly work with
Mechanical.
air conditioning, HVAC, and construction project management.
Great. Thank you so much. We will have, inshallah, next. I appreciate you joining us from Australia. We will have Dr. Asma next. Okay. And what we want to do, inshallah, at this point is I'm going to ask the mentors who have spoken already to, be able to disconnect and join us through the live link. Okay. So this way you could watch from that live link. And I want to be able to give other mentors who have not spoken yet a chance to be able to present, and mentors who will be joining us. So thank you. Dr. Asma, you're next. Yes.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me, Firas?
Yes.
Okay. So, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Asma Ali. I graduated from NED University in 1994 with a degree in civil engineering. So, I believe I'm the senior most here among those who have already spoken. Yeah. I worked in Karachi for 6 years as a structural engineer before moving to the US for higher studies. And then I did my master's and PhD in urban and infrastructure engineering. And since for the past 18 years, I have been working with a consulting firm. It's a women-owned company, and we provide. I lead a team of engineers we provide services for in traffic engineering. 6 years as a structural engineer before moving to the US for my studies, and then I did my Faraz,
master's
I'm
and
hearing
PhD in
I'm hearing
infrastructure
myself.
engineering.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
since
Let me try muting everybody. Thank you.
Thanks. So yeah, so
You're
then
good now.
yeah, so I'm in the DC metro area. We provide consulting engineering consulting services in traffic engineering to Virginia Department of Transportation, Maryland, DC, North Carolina, and all the states on the East Coast, different states on the East Coast. So one thing that I would like to mention that our company is a women owned. So yes, that might be something new for you, but there is a category where women owned and the small businesses are given special status so that they can flourish and work, prosper in businesses as well. um, and then I the fun fact, Faraz also said that, say, give just one fun fact about you. So fun fact is this, that I like to connect with the youth, with the young people. So in addition to the group here who I mentor students, I also mentor students on different platforms for NDD, from NDD University and other universities, because being connected with the youth will keep me young as well. That's what I think. So and then what I as far as asked this question to others, that what major I have, what's my major? It's civil engineering basically. So I can guide students in structural engineering, since I worked as a structural engineer for the past many years. I've been working as a traffic and transportation engineer, so I can guide students in there as well. Other than that, I like to write, and communication is something that I would like in verbal communication, and I've been helping students with the and my team as well. Like I teach, I hire young engineers, and then I grow them professionally. I also teach them how to write, especially technical reports. So that is something that I can help you with as well. Faraz, is there anything else that you would like to ask
Yes,
me?
one question I do have. Maybe some हमारे पास बहुत माशाल्लाह से young students हैं, both boys and girls, and the question is, do you grade the girls a lot easier than the boys? Is that a thing?
No, no, I don't do that.
Okay.
For me, I don't differentiate between the two. So for me, all my students are equal.
Yes. No, thank you. Obviously, this was a joke. So we appreciate your presence and your work that you have done in terms of Lead the Nation mentorship, and also so many other, alumni association related work for NED University. You will find Dr. Asmadi's name, actually, if you're at the NED campus in Karachi. You will find her name there outside of one of the classrooms. So I'll leave it at that, inshallah. So Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's go
Thanks,
to Mr. Fuad Salik. I believe he's joining us from Dubai. So let's go to him and let's check. Okay, give me a second, please.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Faraz. And
Assalamu alaikum.
evening here, but I know in US it's afternoon. So good afternoon, good evening to everyone. And I'm glad to be part of your program. I think you're doing a great job, Mr. Faraz. Really. I'm thrilled to be part of this team, and I'm listening to the others, esteemed colleagues, and they are evening here, but I know in US it's afternoon, so good afternoon, good evening to everyone, and I'm glad to be part of your
Mr. Fuad, can I ask you something? So if you could just mute the other.
Mute myself for this team, and I'm listening to the others. What's the reason?
Yeah, no, I think there's feedback from the other loop, from the other audio. If you have another, if you have another device on, maybe you want to mute that one. Mr. Fuad, can I ask you something? So if you could just mute the other. Yeah. we'll come back to Mr. Fuad. I think आपका Mr. Fuad loop back आ रहा था वापस उसका जो sound थी. So if you could just maybe turn off the sound या mute कर दें उसके अंदर, तो हमें आपकी आवाज़ आ रही थी, लेकिन आपकी आवाज़ जो है हमें वो echo कर रही थी बहुत ज़्यादा. ठीक है, तो बस ये बताना था. तो हम we'll join you. We'll have you join us inshallah. And I would also request the mentors who are still watching, you could join us through a link that I have sent in the WhatsApp group. आप उस लिंक से ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, और फिर उसके बाद मैं कंक्लूजन करूंगा इंशाल्लाह जो हमारा प्रोग्राम है किस तरीके से चल रहा है. और आप जो हैं स्टूडेंट्स इंशाल्लाह मॉक इंटरव्यू के लिए आप मेंटर्स के साथ जो हैं होंगे हमारे साथ हाजिर. ठीक है, तो लेट्स गो टू मिस्टर फुआद अगेन.
So, shall I continue?
Yes, it's very good voice. Yes. Yes, please continue. We could hear you fine.
Mr. Faraz, I'm not able to hear your.
We could hear you fine. Okay, I think
so
you
I'm
muted.
not sure if there's something
Hold on, let me put it in the chat.
Settings on
Just
my
a second.
side, or am I audible to you, or
Yes.
okay, I can hear you.
You're good.
Hear you now. All right. So
Yeah.
let me continue. I'll just give a quick, short or brief introduction about myself. Like I said earlier, I'm thrilled to be part of this program, and I hope I can contribute to your mission. My name is Fuad Salik. I'm a civil structural engineer by profession. I did my graduation in 1988 from Purdue University, and my master's also from Purdue in 1990. So since then, I've worked mostly in Middle East. I did work in Pakistan also for a few years in the beginning of my career. Last 25 years I've spent in Middle East, in Saudi Arabia and UAE. So overall, I've got 35 years of experience, and primarily my experience is all in engineering and projects management. So projects management related to construction projects. So engineering and construction management, you can say. I've got exposure to primarily the oil and gas energy sector here in the Middle East, in UAE, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iran. I've done projects in Iran as well, in Turkmenistan, and the region, the broader Middle Eastern region. Because I'm a civil and structural engineer by profession, so primarily my areas of expertise are structural engineering, civil engineering, mainly for industrial projects, so oil and gas, cement, power, fertilizer projects, and I have some exposure to buildings projects as well. I'm also associated here since 2019 with University of Bolton, who have a campus here in the Emirate of Ras Al Khaimah in UAE. So I am associated with them as a adjunct faculty. So I'm a visiting scholar there, visiting lecturer, you can say, and I teach their project management courses for students who do MSc in project management. So I do have some knowledge about project management as well. So this is an overall sort of a brief background about myself. Like I said, I'm glad to be part of this team, and I listen to the other colleagues, other mentors, and see they've got diverse experience, excellent education and knowledge, and I hope I can support you and your team and your program. And I look forward to working with the students. That's something which I enjoy very much, and glad to be part of the team. Thank you.
Right. Question apna, Mr. Fawad Talik. Now that we have you with us, so can you tell us from students कौन सी fields जो हैं उसमें आप encourage करेंगे कि certification process हो या और दूसरी चीज, अगर mechanical में या construction में है, civil engineering में student हैं, तो कौन सी fields आप उनको encourage करेंगे?
Based on what I'm seeing now, of course, civil, mechanical, electrical are the traditional engineering disciplines. But now, what I see the future here is with a lot of automation, artificial intelligence. So, of course, anything which can be used, all these new technologies which can be used to improve, let's say, the civil and mechanical engineering, electrical engineering processes. I think those have a future. So I would encourage the students to, although they may be studying mechanical, civil, electrical engineering, which are our the core disciplines or the conventional disciplines. In addition to grasping the basic concepts, so they should try to see how these can be to look at areas where how these basic engineering knowledge can be applied to support the new technologies. As far as civil engineering is concerned, because I'm a civil engineer, so I have a bit more interest or a bit more insight into that. I think with the concept of sustainability coming now into picture, and a lot of focus on that. So our engineers who graduate with mechanical or civil engineering degrees, electrical engineering degrees, I think any area wherein they can focus on sustainable engineering practices, whether it is engineering design, construction, materials, that has a lot of potential in the future. So I would encourage our students to look at that aspect as well. So that's my assessment.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Definitely. We have not just construction, electrical, and mechanical with all these students joining us. So appreciate your guidance. And Mr. Fawad has always been very kind and generous with his time. So definitely want to thank you for that. Let's go to our next mentor, mashallah. And I would say he is a gem, a very likable figure, and a person who is always giving. So we have our teacher and our mentor with us. So I'm going to invite Mr. Ahmad Iqbal with us. He's always giving us gems also, and we've learned a lot from him as well. So Jazakallah khair.
Thank you very much, Faraz, for the introduction, and Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Ahmad Iqbal, and I'm a mechanical engineer by qualification from NED University of Engineering and Technology from 1988 batch. And I'm also a certified director from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan. I have total 36 years of career, and I have had the privilege of working in diverse roles across, I would say, 15 different business sectors with leading organizations. I started as a trainee from ICI Pakistan Limited, and I spent time with their technical team on projects and then maintenance. And from there, I moved on to Reckitt Benckiser, where I was initially head of engineering and later plant manager for their pest control factory, where they were manufacturing the entire range of Mortein products. So after doing that plant management, I moved on to Philips Electronics. And can you hear me? Faraz, can you hear me?
Please continue.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we could hear you.
Okay.
Please continue.
So
Thank you.
from there, I moved to Philips Electronics, where initially I was heading their manufacturing, where 3 manufacturing units were reporting into me. And from after successfully running the factories, I was moved into their quality department to establish all the ISO certifications within the organization. So I worked there in manufacturing and later in the quality. From there, I moved on to a local group known as Harshu Group. They have 2 major industrial units. One is dealing with ceramics and the other one is dealing with pharmaceutical. So I was heading those businesses as director operations. And from there, I got a very good opportunity with Cadbury to run their end-to-end supply chain. So I joined Cadbury, which later became Kraft and then Mondelez. So I was their director integrated supply chain, and during that tenure, we actually increased the size of the business in 6 years from 700 million rupee company to 8.5 billion rupee company. So it was continuously expanding the manufacturing side, the distribution side, the warehousing, logistics, procurement, supply base, everything. After working there for 7 years, I moved on to Aman Foundation as a CEO, and I was looking after their vocational training center where they had 15 disciplines to train people and then provide them opportunities for job across the globe. So I worked there for a year, and then I said that it's time to start something of my own, and I am passionate about sharing my experience and knowledge to help others grow and succeed. So I started a semi-retired life where I contribute as an advisory board member for multiple organizations. I conduct professional trainings through the Management Association of Pakistan, and I volunteer with 2 healthcare-focused charitable organizations within Pakistan. I also have a personal passion for coaching and mentoring young professionals. So that is something close to my heart, and I keep advising and guiding young professionals about their growth in their career. So this is briefly what I have done so far, and I look forward to engaging with young professionals and contributing to meaningful outcomes for them. So that's all what I could say at this point for us briefly.
No, thank you so much. This is good information, and I want the students to see themselves not where they are today, but तब आपके जो mentors हैं, जो आप देख रहे हैं कि कितना 10, 20, 25 years of experience उनकी field के अंदर है, और किस तरीके से उन्होंने ये life story जो आप सुन रहे हैं, ये आपकी भी इंशाल्लाह life story होगी of success. और ये जो story है, इसमें आप देखेंगे कि ये mentors जो आपके पास हैं, वो always are willing and appreciate that giving back. और आपको इसी तरीके से सोचना है कि once you establish yourself, inshallah, आपने give back करना है अपनी community को. And this is what we see with our mentors here and judges, inshallah, for the mock interview competition coming up. ठीक है? So thank you again, Mr. Amir. Do you have anything else to add? Last final words before we go into a little bit of mock interview question and answers.
No, I think it's a great work that has started, and this is first time I have seen in Pakistan that it is done in a structured manner. So those who can take benefit and advantage of this, they can actually have a head start in their career. So it's very important for them.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल थैंक यू अगेन. और काम तो करना है, इसमें कोई वो नहीं है. हम बात करते हैं कि एक होता है प्लान बनाना और एक होता है ख्याली पुलाव बनाना.
True.
तो ख्याली पुलाव तो हम बहुत बनाते हैं, लेकिन प्लान से काम करना है, और उसमें प्लान ये होता है कि आपने एक्सिक्यूट करना होता है. तो जो जितनी मेहनत करेगा, कोशिश करेगा, काविश करेगा, वो उतना आगे बढ़ेगा. और जो आपके सामने जो मेंटर्स हैं, उन्होंने सब ने काम किया है, मतलब मेहनत की है. और ये आसान काम नहीं होता कि अपना वतन छोड़ के या अपने वतन में रह के मतलब ना आदमी काम करता है, लेकिन आसान मेहनत जरूरी होती है. और आपको YouTube पे वो आपको बहुत सारी स्टोरीज तो मिल जाएंगी मिलियनर्स वाली, लेकिन उसमें जो बंदा सस्टेन करता है ना अपनी फैमिली को लेकर, अपने खानदान को लेकर, अपने इर्द गिर्द के लोगों को लेकर, वो बंदा कामयाब होता है इंशाल्लाह। क्या मतलब ये नहीं होता कि आपने सिर्फ पैसे कमाने, आपने इज्जत कमानी है, आपने अपनी मेहनत से सारा काम करना है और आपने भलाई कमानी है आखिर में। ये बात होनी चाहिए, सिर्फ पैसे ही कमाना नहीं होता। और कि माशाल्लाह एजुकेशन है, करियर है, इंशाल्लाह आप बहुत आगे जाएंगे इंशाल्लाह, और हमारी दुआएं आपके साथ हैं। ठीक है, तो अब आपको लेते हैं इंशाल्लाह। मैं स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ और आई जस्ट वांट टू मेक श्योर दैट दिस वर्क्स इंशाल्लाह। और आपको वेबसाइट दिखाऊंगा, मैं आपसे शेयर करता हूँ, ये हमारी लीड द नेशन की। और थैंक यू मिस्टर अहमद, और मैं आपको लेकर चलता हूँ। तो ये हमारी स्क्रीन है, इस पे आपने YouTube वगैरह के चैनल पे आप देख सकते हैं इंफॉर्मेशन। लेटेस्ट हमने एक मॉक इंटरव्यू कंपटीशन के सारे रूल्स और किस तरीके से हम इसको कंडक्ट करेंगे, ये इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको यहाँ मिल जाएगी लीड द नेशन के ऊपर, यूट्यूब के ऊपर। ठीक है, आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे अपना एड्रेस भी है। और बाकी हमारी जो हमारे मेंटर्स हैं, जो सब गिविंग बैक कर रहे हैं कम्युनिटी को, दिस इज ऑल वॉलंटियर एफर्ट। मतलब आपके सामने जो है लोग वो मेहनत से काम करते हैं, अपना टाइम लेते हैं, अपनी फैमिली को छोड़कर ये काम कर रहे होते हैं। तो ये आप इंटरेस्टेड है कि आप सक्सेसफुल हो इंशाल्लाह। बस सवाल आपसे ये कि क्या आर यू इंटरेस्टेड इन योर ओन सक्सेस, राइट? सो यू हैव टू वर्क हार्ड, यू हैव टू अप्लाई योरसेल्फ। तो ये कम्युनिटी चैनल है जो हमने अपने मेंटर्स का रखा हुआ है, इसके ऊपर सारी इंफॉर्मेशन है, आप देख सकते हैं प्रीवियस सेशंस विद आवर मेंटर्स। अच्छा, इसके अलावा आप तफसील में जाना चाहेंगे तो मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, ये वेबसाइट है हमारी leadthenation.neduit, और उसके ऊपर भी मॉक इंटरव्यू सेशन की इंफॉर्मेशन है। सबसे पहले कंपटीशन रूल्स हैं, आपने सबसे पहले जो है रजिस्ट्रेशन करना है, जो यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है रजिस्ट्रेशन स्टार्ट्स January 10th 2025 के ऊपर क्लिक करना है, इस पे आपने देखना है। और फिर उसके बाद जो है आपने रजिस्टर होने के बाद इस यहाँ पे सम स्टूडेंट्स की रजिस्ट्रेशन जिनकी हुई है उनके नाम है, और फिर उसके बाद जो है आपने आगे जाकर काम करना है, और वो ये है कि सर्टिफिकेट जो प्रोसेस है उसके ऊपर लिंक के ऊपर क्लिक करना है और सारे सवाल के जवाब देना है। पहले हमने 2024 के अंदर ये किया था कि 14 स्टूडेंट्स ने कंप्लीट किया था सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोसेस, उनको सर्टिफिकेट मिले थे कि जॉब के लिए आसानी हो, हमारी यही कोशिश थी इंशाल्लाह। और अब जो है हम स्टूडेंट्स को, या आपके फेलो स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो पीछे हैं, और आपके प्रोफेसर्स और टीचर्स और मेंटर्स पाकिस्तान में, तो हमारी कोशिश ये है कि अब आप जो है जो वीडियोस हमारे पास रिसोर्सेज हैं, आप उनको देखकर और उनको समझकर फिर आप आगे ये सर्टिफिकेट हासिल करें। आफ्टर रजिस्ट्रेशन नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज सर्टिफिकेशन। उसके लिए आपने सबमिट करना है बिफोर और ऑन द लास्ट फाइनल डे इज January 31st, 31 जनवरी जो है आपको उस तक ये सबमिट करना है इंफॉर्मेशन। ठीक है, तो पहले रजिस्टर करेंगे तो आपको फौरन जब आप उस पर क्लिक करेंगे इसके ऊपर, तो आपको इंफॉर्मेशन ईमेल के थ्रू मिल जाएगी जिसमें आपको लिंक होगा कि हाउ टू अप्लाई फॉर सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोसेस। ठीक, और फिर उसमें से जो टॉप 10 निकलेंगे आफ्टर द इंफॉर्मेशन, टॉप 10 स्टूडेंट्स जो निकलेंगे उसमें से वो जो है फिर मॉक इंटरव्यू के लिए हम इस चैनल के ऊपर बुलाकर लेकर आएंगे उनको इंशाल्लाह। ठीक है, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर पेशेंस एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस। और हमारी इंशाल्लाह कोशिश होगी कि खूब से खूब तर करें और आपके साथ जितना भी आप मिलकर काम कर सकें इंशाल्लाह। I've seen some students come to the US and that's a really great pleasure to see them advance in their career. और पाकिस्तान में भी मेरी पिछले साल मुलाकात हुई थी स्टूडेंट से, डॉक्टर अस्मा है, वो भी पाकिस्तान में थी, कुछ दिनों पहले आई हैं वापस अमेरिका, तो हमारा आना जाना रहता है वहाँ पे। और हमारे जो दूसरे मेंटर्स हैं मिस्टर अब्बास साजिद और डॉक्टर मुमताज़, Mr. Amar, they are in Pakistan. Mr. Fuad Salek also travels back and forth between Dubai and other Emirates area and Karachi as well as Lahore. So we're with you inshallah. All the best and we're here to support you. हम आपके मतलब support के लिए हैं यहाँ पे। जैसे आपका रिश्ता होता है बड़े भाई और बड़े बहन के साथ, इसी तरीके से मेंटर का एक रिश्ता होता है। तो इंशाल्लाह we will guide you through the process. All the best. Making dua for you and for your success inshallah. Thank you again for joining us. Allah Hafiz. Pakistan Zindabad.